Hello, everyone, and welcome to the LTH product briefing. I'm delighted today to be joined by Priori, and specifically Basha Rubin, CEO and co-founder, and Matt Wheatley, the Vice President of Client Development. Welcome, Basha and Matt. Can I hand over to you to introduce yourselves a little bit more fully?
Absolutely. My name is Basha Rubin. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Priori. Priori is a legal marketplace for in-house teams to find, hire, and manage a global vetted network of attorneys at firms of all sizes. So at its most basic level, think Uber for legal services. We have built two things. One is that global vetted network. We are in all 50 states, more than 70 countries at firms of all sizes, from solo practitioners to mid-sized firms and even ALSPs, whom we vet using a rigorous data-driven process. And then second, we have a technology platform that sits on top of the attorney network and aims to drive efficiency at every stage of the process of engaging with them, from initial RFP and bidding all the way through to billing and invoicing. Our clients are everything from multiple of the Fortune 10 to fast-growing technology companies who use us to reduce outside counsel spend. On average, our clients say they spend 40 to 75% less using Priori, looking for flexible talent and support, local counsel and niche expertise, as well as helping to drive their diversity goals.
Thank you, Basha. Matt, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Matt Wheatley. I'm Priori's VP of Client Development, and my job here is to work with legal departments to help them address their outside counsel needs.
Thanks, Matt. Basha, I'd love to hear a little bit more about your co-founding story.
Absolutely. So I co-founded the company with a classmate of mine from Yale Law School, Mira Levitt. We launched in 2013. It was a moment of the ascendancy of many of the marketplaces that are now household names, like the Airbnbs and Ubers of the world, as well as a great deal of finesse in the overall legal market. And we saw an opportunity to make it easier for companies and in-house teams to find the right lawyer, understand what competitive pricing looks like, and ease the administrative burden of engaging with those attorneys.
Thank you. That's so interesting. I was really interested to know a little bit more about the background. I'd actually love to see Priori in action. So let's jump into a demo.
Perfect. I will share my screen. You all see this? All right. So the first step when a legal department has a need that they'd like to scope through Priori is to go right to our website and to fill out a questionnaire about their project. So the first question is, what type of project do you have? Is it a specialized transaction? Do you need local expertise? Or is it a project-based need where you need a dedicated person to assist with commercial overflow, or to cover a leave, or to be a dedicated member of your team? So today I thought we would fill out an RFP for dedicated staffing support. So we'll select people and we'll keep going. Okay, so the next question is, how many years of experience are you looking for? We have lawyers, paralegals, legal operations professionals with a variety of experience levels. And so today I'm looking for a lawyer who can jump into the team pretty quickly. I'd like for them to have at least 5 years of experience. We have lawyers licensed in all 50 states and in actually 70 plus countries. So if you needed a lawyer licensed in New York, or if you needed a lawyer licensed in New York and California for any particular reason, lots of flexibility here in the RP builder. Go next. So like we were talking about, one of the key differentiators between Priori and similar offerings in the marketplace is that we're matching our clients with lawyers and legal talent of all types based on data about their expertise. So if you need a lawyer with broad commercial contracts experience, or if you need them to have something as narrow as SaaS agreement experience, we're going to match you with folks in our network based on data. So lots of flexibility when clients come to us for support. They don't have to commit to a minimum duration or a minimum number of hours per week. So if they needed someone, actually Basha and I were talking today about a client who uses Priori when they go on vacation. That's not the typical use case, but it can be as short as a couple of weeks, or it can be as long as years. We were actually talking about another engagement that's been going on for several years. So, let's say today we're looking an average time range, 3 to 6 months. Especially for legal staffing style engagements. And we'd like for that person to be able to start as soon as possible. Next, just a brief description of the work that's going to be done for this project. So we'll say reviewing, drafting, and negotiating a variety of commercial agreements. So again, no required commitments in terms of the hours per week that clients are coming to us for support for. So it can be flexible, part-time, 10 to 20 hours per week, 5 to 15 hours per week. Today we'll go for full-time support just because I've got a team member going on leave and I'd like for them to be available for 40 hours per week. Most of our engagements are remote, but we actually have seen an increase in clients that are looking for on-site support. But today we'll go with remote support. Experience. So lots of the lawyers in our network have AmLaw 100 training, Fortune 500 experience. We can also match our clients with lawyers based on if they need them to have a technical background, maybe for like an IP matter where a STEM degree would be helpful. The flexibility here based on to give you the type of talent that you're looking for. I want someone who has in-house experience, and I'm a big company. Fortune 500 experience might be nice. About 33% of the lawyers in our network have self-identified as being from a diverse, underrepresented group. That's a distinct use case for Priori. And we also have, I believe, about 5% of the lawyers in our network are veterans. So we can help with those types of initiatives as well. So lots of flexibility when it comes to the types of pricing models that we can accommodate. The typical pricing model is hourly support, especially for staffing style engagements. But if this were for a project-based engagement and you needed someone who could do a particular job for $30,000, we can run a reverse auction to ask the lawyers in our network to bid for that work. We're looking for hourly support today, $150 per hour is our price range. Any additional preferences? Maybe you'd like for the person to have particular technology company experience or fashion company experience. And that's something that we can also accommodate on the back end. So it's not purely technology-based matching. We also have a team of mostly former lawyers who are matching our clients based on their experience as well. So we click submit, and then within a matter of hours or up to 2 days, typically, depending on whether or not we need to do any sort of manual vetting on the back end to make sure that, for instance, a lawyer has 40 hours per week of availability to dedicate to a client. Our clients are going to get an email back linking them to the results of their RFP. And so from here, they're able to click through, get a little bit of an overview about the person's experience. They'll see a rate here. This is always inclusive of our management fee. They may see a note from someone on our team. Maybe if the lawyer has had experience working with another client, get an overview, click through the different lawyers. And then once they're ready to start communicating with the lawyers, they can log in. From here, you can add team members to your account or to your proposal. So if you wanted your colleague to be able to review resumes, you can make sure that they can do that as well. And schedule calls directly through the platform and provide your availability to the lawyers, the type of meeting you'd like to have. And once the lawyer has confirmed their availability within the availability that you provided, you're automatically sent a calendar invite with a video conferencing link, so you can communicate with them that way. You can also send messages to the lawyers if you'd like to maybe ask a clarifying question about their experience. Or if you wanted to make sure that they were available for a particular type of engagement. The goal here is really for our clients to be able to take control over the process of selecting a lawyer. And of course, we're there to help every step of the way as well. So let's say that you've interviewed Sarah Johnson, you like her, you've requested a proposal from Sarah, and that's a brief description of the work, a confirmation of Sarah's rate, and if everything looks good, you can hire her. And at that point, Priori sits in the background managing billing and invoicing, providing relationship support, and just generally making sure that it's a great experience. And that's all. That's the demo.
Thanks for the demo, Matt. Really interesting to see how Priori works in action. For anyone interested in learning more, we're going to put a URL across the screen at the bottom so that you know how to reach out to Basha and Matt and find out more. All right. Well, thank you, Matt and Basha, for being with us today. And thanks to everyone watching for joining us at the LTH product briefing. See you next time.